Hey guys, it is the Bookworm 21, and today we're going to be reviewing a new book, a new series. So this is called Shattered Mirror by Amelia Atwater-Rhodes. This is her in the back, right there. She's about 17 at this point. I think now she's about 19 to 20. This was written in 2001, and it is the third book in the series. But it's not like a chronological series book where you have to read 1, 2 to understand 3. You can read them in any direction. The other two that preceded this one are called In the Forest of the Night and Demon in My View. This one is about two teenagers named Sarah Vita. Her full name is Sarah Tigress Vita, which I just thought was a really great name, and Christopher Ravenna. They start out, you think they're just normal teenagers going to school, but we soon learn that Christopher is a vampire, and he's a very weak vampire. You know, he doesn't take human blood, and Sarah is a witch who also slays vampires. Now this I thought was a really unique take on the whole vampire romance kind of thing, because here is this girl who's not weak. She knows exactly what's going on in the world of vampires and witches, werewolves, fairies, the whole thing. She's really tough, really strong. Her mom is the leader of a very powerful vampire-slaying coven. Her older sister is like the perfect witch daughter, you know. She's fierce and feisty, and she goes to school with them because they moved because she got into trouble last year in her old town. So she, up against her better judgment, she starts to really like Christopher and his sister Nessa. And they become really good friends, and her and Christopher fall in love. Well, what she doesn't know is that Christopher's twin brother, Nicholas, is this really badass vampire that she's been hunting because her entire family has been hunting him for thousands of years, because at the very beginning of time, he killed the very first witch in her family history. So she wants this revenge. And she meets him a couple times, and he basically wipes the floor with her. And his thing is, what he'll do is he carves his name in his victim's arm. He'll carve Nicholas with roses and ivy. So once you have that carving on your arm, he's marked you as his. So basically what happens, her parents find out that, her mom finds out basically, that she's been hanging out with vampires and threatens to take away her magic and disown her. Well, the only way she can save her honor is to go and find this Nicholas guy and kill him. And it doesn't go well. So everybody, you know, Christopher and Nicholas, they all know about her. And they each give her some of their blood, and she becomes she's like a half vampire, half witch person now. And in the end, she doesn't really stay with them. She has to kind of figure things out before she can make a decision. And she goes to this group called Single Earth. And it's basically like a halfway house for supernatural beings that need some time to figure out what they're doing. I really liked this book. I really did. I thought it was very unique. It was different. It was a good take on the vampire human romance genre. It wasn't, you know, your typical weak human girl who's like, oh, vampires, really? No way. Yes, it does have a little bit of Twilight, you know, sort of that thing, but the witch thing is very different in it. I have read all of her other books before. She has a brand new one out, which I do intend to read and review. I like her books a lot. She's very different. But I think it's just hard when, you know, Twilight is such a phenomenon for the vampire people that everyone's trying to create the next Twilight fantasy series and capture what Stephanie Meyer's did. But she came way before Stephanie Meyer, so she's not copying anybody. She's being her own person. So I really liked it, and I think you will too. So I suggest you try it, and try the rest of the series, which I'll review later on. But until then, keep reading. Bye.